Hello guys, my name is George and this is my channel called The Journey is Real. Living in the moment, getting the most out of it, not so much in making big plans and stuff. So today I don't have a big plan, but what I wanted to do, there's already a problem. Hello.
Hi.
I hope you don't mind me, I got the camera running.
No, I'm just, this guy's going, he don't care. Oh, wrong way, bud.
Yeah, that's the wrong way. I wanted to get across there and then, you know, back through the Hermitage Park this way.
I don't know, maybe you can go that far, I don't know where it's closed.
You know, it looks good here. Well, the worst that could happen is turn around and go back up the hill.
Shall we?
Worst that can happen is we turn around and come back.
Yeah, well, let's do it.
So at least there is 3 of us now getting shit in case there is somebody down there writing tickets. I'm assuming that they're going to renew this trail because they've renewed a whole bunch of trails over on the other side. The journey is real. Every day something different. And now we got to hope that this bridge is still open.
You're going to the science park, I think you're okay if you go that way.
Yeah, that's the plan. I was gonna go, you know, there's a new bridge in the east end there. I was gonna go there and then come back through Hermitage Park.
Yeah, we went there yesterday, went to see the new
Yeah.
bridge. Yeah, it's kind of nice. We went across. I thought there was a trail that there is, but it's a goat path. It's not really, I was hoping to be paved so you can head towards North Saskatchewan. But,
Oh, you can, but it's gravel. It's a little bit rougher.
all right, because yeah, see, we're going to go this way.
Put a bench in there too, like what the hell? Yeah, the thing is, they're renewing the trails here, which is a good thing, but they don't bother putting in a proper detour or anything like that. I mean, look at, this isn't a problem to get across by bike, and they're making you feel guilty for ignoring the signs, kind of. See, all it is this. Like, yeah, I ride past the bench, past the sign, and it's all good, you know? Why would they make it so hard? There's a new bridge in the east end of Edmonton, and now if I'm going to ride across this bridge here, I can make it to Sherwood Park and then go on the trail that goes toward Fort Saskatchewan. And I could also just cut across the new bridge and loop right back to Edmonton. I don't know what I'm going to do today, but I'm going to show you those trails. The idea is to get you acquainted with one of Edmonton's best bike routes, and a lot of people living in the west of the city or downtown don't even know about this at all. And if you're from out of town, well, now you're going to find out, because this is worth visiting Edmonton for, just this by itself. You don't believe me? Well, just come along, it's worth it. Now that you all see me break the law or bylaw or whatever it is, we're gonna move on with our agenda here, crossing the North Saskatchewan. Hey there, birdie. Wow. This is uphill, and I didn't shift. Ooh. I don't mind a little strain on my muscles, keeps them strong. So this, where I am right now, is a part that I don't usually bother with. It's part of Strathcona Science Park. This is a parking lot, and there's outhouses here, good to know. See, there used to be a park with all kinds of exhibits here back in the late 70s. It's been long gone, but the park is still there. It's a provincial park. All the buildings were in this style here back then. And well, now it's kind of just a weird little park. You know, it's at the eastern end of Edmonton on the south side of the river, close to Sherwood Park. And just riding through here is actually kind of the idea for today as well, because we're going to connect to a trail that'll take us places. I was curious today to come down here and see what this looked like. There's a gopher. Hey there, buddy. Are you going in a hole? Are you going to chicken out? Oh yeah, he's gone.
20 minutes later.
Well guys, this train isn't always there, but when it is, it could be a royal pain, because sometimes, yeah, just when you think it's done, then it stops, and sometimes it even backs up, because I think they drop and pick up more wagons. Yeah, I think you might see me going through stop signs. Cyclists are supposed to stop when they're going straight through, and something I don't agree with. Yeah. So as long as there's nobody there, I'll just keep going. Also, there are some intersections where the trail crosses a driveway and they actually want you to get off the bike and push it. In my opinion, you could leave me a comment, but in my opinion, it's total nonsense. They should change that immediately. Like when you're going straight through, whether you're on a bike or a car, or even as a pedestrian, you should have the right of way. Anybody turning should have to yield. See, like right here, cyclists dismount. Not gonna happen, guys. Not gonna happen. So today I'm on my forever touring bike. I've shown it to you in a recent video. Many of you watched and liked this video, and I appreciate it very much. Yeah, the simplicity of these bikes is just brilliant. Yeah, once again, thank you everybody who put a like to my recent video about this bicycle. It's been a long time favorite. And yeah, today I just decided out of the blue, I was going to take my road bike because I'm going toward Fort Saskatchewan and it's a longer ride, but then there's a portion in there that is gravel, And for gravel, this bike's better, and also for a more leisurely pace. Yeah, I wanted to show you, in my opinion, one of the best bike rides in the Edmonton area. So what you've seen so far, you may not think that it's really all that great, especially with that long train interruption there, but you'll see. Hello. Hello. Thank you also for everyone who commented on my recent videos. It's much appreciated. And somebody asked me about the derailleur of this bike. Well, if you keep watching this video, I'll make it a point to show you what it is on here. It is not really anything special. And I gotta tell you, I had a derailleur on here at one point that was really from a department store bike. Like the most basic clunky one that you could imagine, and I really don't notice any big difference in the operation. The only thing that's important for a derailleur on an older bike like this is that it is sturdy. Even if it's heavier, it's better to have something that is like rock solid than have something that is aluminum and plastic and it's just at the slightest misshift or whatever, it wraps a chain around your chainstay or whatever, you know, something falls off. I've had that happen with brand new derailleurs, so I go for the old stuff whenever I can. Gotta push the back button here. Yeah, other than that, because I have a very low granny gear, man, the wind. It's best for me to have like a long derailleur. I mean, that's the only way it's going to work. So one thing about this Sherwood Park is that the intersections with all the major boulevards, well, they have these traffic islands, and it totally interrupts the trail. So in that case, you have to swerve out of your way, and it's bumpy and everything. And yeah, it just goes to show you that they really didn't consider the ride quality for anyone who wants to ride their bicycle, but they made it a priority to make sure the cars have a smooth and fast path to go. I'll show you this right here. See, first of all, I'm almost halfway into the curve. Now I gotta make a sharp left. And there's somebody going to be waiting there, but no, they're not. Yeah, that's good. So now I'm going across here. Lots of cars waiting, and more cars coming this way. This lady is half in my way with her big old SUV. And now I got, aside from coming up on another intersection and another at the Yellowhead Trail, I'm gonna have pretty much smooth sailing unless there's another train. Let's have a look here at what's going on. See, Riverside Nature Trail. It's 5 kilometers away, and there's a nice illustration of what this all means. Let's see where we are. This says we are here. We're gonna go ahead. City of Fort Saskatchewan. See, there's also the possibility to turn here, go across the new bridge, and go back to Edmonton that way. And this is the way we came. Strathcona Science Provincial Park. See, you can see the kilometers. I don't have a odometer on my bike, but this is pretty much the way we came. exactly up to here, and we're gonna peek up this way a little bit, I think. So I'm at the exact spot where I recorded a video about my road bike just about a week ago or so. And I stopped here because I wanted to show you the derailleur on my touring bike. See, it's actually not really that much different from the one on the road bike. That's Sun Tour. It's just faded here, rubbed off. The jockey wheels are getting a little worn. I believe I can replace these. I don't think I ever want to change this derailleur again because it works really well. The front one is Shimano, and I believe it's original to the bike. And you could see it by the corrosion. I mean, it's not new, but again, you know, there's no problem with it. This spot here is where the paved trail ends, and there's a side road going to the river. You can see over there where that outhouse is. There is a range road going to the river, to the new footbridge. And you can see behind me the trail is gravel now, and I'm just going to follow that to Fort Saskatchewan for now, and then we'll see. On the way we take a slightly different way, so then I avoid having to take this range road at all. So this trail, it's gravel, and the gravel is a bit coarser than you would normally prefer when you're riding your bike, but it's not really bad. It just gives you some good vibration. And being out here, you know, in this beautiful sunshine environment, it just lifts my spirits, you know. Now we're in the middle of August. How did that happen? Wasn't it April just 5 minutes ago? This is what it seems like, guys. I haven't been on any big bike tours or anything like that, but it's little rides like that that kind of fill the gap. They take care of my fitness, but not just physically, they also take care of my mental health. You know, it's not a ride that goes like a half hour to somewhere that's going to cut it. It's a little bit more than that. So that's just my 2 cents. You know, the cycling really can be a cure-all, but it doesn't work if you're just going for like a ride to the store or something like that. You know, you really got to take the time. And I realized that it's still a luxury to have time for a bike ride like this. I mean, look at this. Now I can see the river. I'm stepping up to the edge here. Don't know how steep this is. Oh yeah, this is doable. People have been going down here. This is the North Saskatchewan River, goes all the way to the province of Saskatchewan and beyond, and then it goes north. And this is my entire setup. I've reached the end of the gravel trail. So from here on, see there's a country road that I have to take. If you look along these power lines there, there are apartment buildings not very far. This is Fort Saskatchewan, guys. It's also got a sign here, says Strathcona County Regional Trail. This is where it says we are. We came this way on this orange part of the trail, and now it goes to Fort Saskatchewan. Trail closure notice here, that's old. See, it's from June 2023 to fall 2025. So the bridge has actually opened early ahead of schedule. This is the way we came, I believe. But this is the part that we haven't ridden yet. That was closed, but I believe it's open now. So, and then here's where the new footbridge would connect. So we're going to check that out on the way back. First I'm going to go to Fort Saskatchewan and grab a snack. See, it wouldn't be a real adventure if there wasn't something that went wrong. Now this is a flat tire. So I guess my little excursion to Fort Saskatchewan is going to be delayed by I don't know how long. Gotta fix this now. What can I do? I lean the bike here again. Gotta patch my tire. I got stuff in my bag. I hope it's everything I need. This is a slow leak. There's still air in the tube and it doesn't seem to want to come out anymore, so it must be a really tiny puncture, which can be hard to find but outside in the open here. But if I can go behind a tree, blow this up a little bit more, and then put my face or my lips close to the tube as I'm turning it around. Usually I find it that way. I can't find anything on the outside of the tire so far, but I'm going to run my finger inside because that will give me a clue also. They advise you against doing this because you could cut your finger if it's glass or a sharp wire. The pump is so small. I'm gonna get my workout here today. Oh man. Got it. Guys, I found it. Right there. I found the hole. It's just about opposite from the valve, so that's good too, because it should be easy to locate it on the tire. Hello. Yeah, there. That's it right there, see? Sand it and then doop, see? So that's gonna take about, I want to say, well, in this hot weather here, probably about 10 minutes. And then this is going to be ready to receive a patch. In the meantime, what I need to do is to check the tire again, because now I have a rough idea of where this leak actually happened, you know, right opposite from where the valve is located. And I made a mental note on the tire where that was. And then I should be able to locate that. Hopefully there's something still there, because then there's certainty. Otherwise you just never know, you know. You pump up the tire and then 5 minutes later, well, you're losing air again. So guys, that's it. The bike's good to go. Back on the bike. Yay! So now I'm on a gravel road, but only for like, I want to say less than a kilometer, and then I'm on the trails of Fort Saskatchewan, and they're paved. Fort Saskatchewan, here I come. Tire is holding up this time. Caterpillar, he's quick. Okay, well, I'm at the edge of the river. Still have dirty hands from the flat tire, but this is where the boat launch is in Fort Saskatchewan. You just follow the first trail and it eventually leads you here. Picnic table is right over there. It's really beautiful here. Now, I have a boat that I can load on this bike, and you know, one of my plans for this summer, still hopefully gonna pull this off very soon, is to come here by boat, then load the boat on this bike, and then ride the same way home that I just came. And I show you where I would love to camp. See, if you look down the river, you see that beautiful island. So I've done a trip like that once, but it was not camping on the island because I had left Edmonton way too late and never made it this far. But then the next day I did. I'm in Fort Saskatchewan, that much I know. And it should be close to a place called, or a road called West Park Drive. And that leads me to some stores and stuff. And there's a road right there. Yeah, I wanted to grab a snack somewhere, maybe pick up a cold drink or something. Valley Point. Dang it, where am I? Let's try this way. Yeah, I think I've been here before. Yeah, this is the way I know Fort Saskatchewan, is off the trails coming from Edmonton. And this way that I showed you so far, it's totally what we always had. For the rest of this video, well, the bridge that brings me back to Edmonton's trails, relatively short distance from here, that's still to come. So right now I'm just looking for a place to grab a snack, take a break, drink some more water, and then head back home. It's gonna be almost an all-day thing, you know. Like, yeah, I'm taking my time, enjoying the ride. This is what summer is about. Found a place called Fraser Brothers. It's a grocery store, and they got picnic tables. So, what better place to grab a snack? Locked up the bike there, so yeah, before I go home to Edmonton, I'm gonna grab something yummy and I could eat that. Junk food. Something about this stuff. When I went across Canada on my bike, on this bike in 2017, this was my favorite, like, junk food snack. It still works. How am I gonna do that? Water is water is water, right? From the city of Sherwood, you can attach with the water. Found it. And it's warm. This is gross. Well, this is better than nothing. Maybe I should have picked it up at the store. See, I read somewhere recently that until the 1970s, they had water fountains everywhere, and then they started putting water in plastic bottles, and now you have to do this kind of thing. That's kind of strange, no? They got all this, and there's no water fountain. There might be one inside, but they don't let you in. Oh well. Yeah, this is a nice area. Look, you could have a barbecue here. But, you know, I got water. It's not the best water, but it's water. And I got my Twizzlers. Man, they're addictive. I think it's the calories though. The sugar, and I like the licorice flavor. And other than that, I don't know. It's just, you know, give me some energy. So, back on the trail, yay! Let's do it! So I had a flat earlier on this ride, and now I'm kind of wondering, you know, this gravel for a good bike ride, it is way too coarse. Whoever decided what they're going to put as this, well, they just don't ride a bicycle. That tells me, you know, the quality of this ride, it tells me that. So it's unfortunate, but I hope this is not somehow what caused my flat to come, or that triggered it. I mean, there's got to be a different cause than just that, but you know, I'm sure this might have contributed to it. And here I'm stopping because I want to show you right now the way back deviates from the way that I came here. See, it says Sherwood Park 7.5 kilometers that way, and you can see the road over there. But the road branches off. So what we're going to do now, we're just going to stick to the right. Beautiful bench here. We're going to stick closer to the river. And you're going to see where this leads. This is a lovely ride right by the river. Even though the vegetation doesn't really let you see much of the river. But again, I hope this isn't a recent thing that they put more gravel on here, because it's kind of rough. This isn't the worst I've ever been on, but I can understand why a lot of people wouldn't want to ride here. And I just hope I don't have to fix this tire again, or any of my tires. You know, it's not a huge deal, but it's just, you know, it takes you back half an hour or whatever, and let's go around this roundabout. Oh, there's somebody coming. Let them pass. Yeah, it's it's a brand new bridge, but people are already using it. That's great. See, I'm going around the roundabout. Let's check out this plaque. It says River Valley Alliance, and it's got 4 directions, or should say 1 direction. It indicates north. I believe where that blue dot is, that's where we are right now on this kind of map. So let's cross this brand new footbridge. Footbridge is what they call it because you can't drive a car here, so I guess it kind of means you need your feet to get across here, whether it's on a bicycle or walking. Not sure what this is. Looks like some kind of symbol that's on there. I don't know. Maybe somebody of you knows what this is supposed to mean. These pieces are probably part of it. I'm thinking this might be a future kind of bench. This bridge, it's been a long time in the making. I personally have been waiting for this to happen for quite a number of years now. And I love it because I'm just getting back from Fort Saskatchewan, and normally I would have had to go all the way back to Sherwood Park, and then there's a way to go around where the landfill is, and there's a pond, and it's another rough gravel trail you can take. But right now, all I have to do is go on this bridge and then connect with the trail I always like to take already. This is one of my favorite trails, guys. Now we're going to turn left, and this is the way back to Edmonton. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you might recognize part of this trail. If not, well, it's worth seeing. It's so much fun. Choke cherries. When they got seeds. This hill is brutal. Oh yeah. Well, it's worth a stop. This is Edmonton's brand new East River Valley Park. So where I am right now, that is the Anthony Henday Freeway Bridge that's above me. That's why you hear that noise, maybe, from the cars. So this is like, I mean, Edmonton goes beyond this freeway that goes all around the city. But once you pass that, you're like in the inner core of the city, and it's quite a large one. But see, if that new bridge that I showed you wouldn't have been there, this bridge right here, this would have been the way I would have had to come back, unless I wanted to go the exact way that I came this morning. See, when you look to the right here of the bridge behind the river, you see some fields, and there's a pond that you probably can't see, but this is where it goes around. So I'm getting close to home turf here, so gonna go follow this now. Well, guys, I stopped here because it's such a nice view from this point. I could show you exactly where I was 5 minutes ago, and that is the same bridge that we were under just a second ago. I mean, just a few minutes ago. And another bike route goes all the way from where you see that what looks like a service road, but it ends or turns around, then there's a trail Goes all around this pond that you see over there, and then back toward this bridge. So it's quite a detour unless you cut through that field, which is supposedly illegal. We've done it, but don't tell anyone. So yeah, I'm revealing all kinds of secrets here, you know. Going down, Hermitage Park. Some stairs. Sharp right. Ew. This park is also called Doogie Park. A whole bunch of doggies coming. See what I mean?
Until September 9th.
Yeah, well guys, that's it. It is the exact same spot where this video basically started. So this is Rundle Park, Edmonton, Alberta. So you can see you could spend the whole day just riding around east of Edmonton, never using the same trail and having a hell of a blast. So the time now is 6:16 p.m. So I left about 11-ish, something like that, at the house, not Rundle Park. Yeah, you could say that's almost a whole day on the bike. I have another 5 or 6 kilometers to go back to my house. So I hope this video finally convinced you. Maybe you need to move to Edmonton, participate in the bike culture here, or at least you need to put it on your bucket list. Come and visit, enjoy these great trails. And what I've shown you now is only one side of our city. Riding a 40-year-old bike, guys, it's works just as good as new. There's so many things on this bike that are made really well, so you don't have to worry about them. I had a flat tire today. That could happen on any bike. Now I know somebody's probably gonna comment that if you have a tubeless tire that don't happen or whatever, but you know, I've got patches, I got rubber cement, and my wheels are now quick release axles, so it's easy. Anyways, I hope you give this video a thumbs up. I was on my bike mostly all of my day. It took me longer than normal to do this ride because I was always looking for places to plant the camera and then you know, get some footage of me riding without holding it. So I hope this worked. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know. And well, maybe next time we have to do a ride with the road bike that goes even a little bit further away from the city. But this ride I chose my touring bike because there's a large portion of it is gravel and I have these nice thick tires. Well, if you want to know more about my bike, of course, you should just simply watch this video next. And I'll see you there or very soon in another video. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, now is your chance. You could do it. Yay!